We are here, Phantom Detectives LLC is here in Bube's Brewery inside the Catacombs. This area actually dates back to the time of the Underground Railroad, the 1870s. Very active location. People, a lot of reports seeing shadows here, seeing full body apparitions. We have a paralight also set up nearby one of the areas. You can also see this is a very historic location, basically in terms of history. And basically, I'll go as high, Bube actually spent time down here as well, and also his son-in-laws actually when they were down here running the company. So you can kind of see very beautiful. We also have the tripwire EMF, and also basically we're going to be we also got a REM pod set up at one of the tables where there's actually been a full body apparition spotted. And now our lead investigator, tech manager, and basically director of client relations, Rick, will be here to do a dowsing rod session with the lighted dowsing rods. Are you pretty excited to be here today, Mr. Warner?
Hey, I'm ready to go, man. Let's do this. And we're going to ask some questions to the spirits to try to get some responses. Usually what we'll do is we'll ask the question and we'll ask them to cross the dowsing rods forward like this for yes, and no could be like this. It could be towards the shoulder. And sometimes you can, these are electric dowsing rods, so you can use multiple colors if you want to do that. But for now, I'm just going to leave them on red. And, I'll go through and ask some questions, and I'll give you guys a chance to answer some questions as well. So first thing I'm going to do is get these dowsing rods set so they're keeping still and they're not moving here. Okay, that's a...
Oh, guess what? An orb just literally flew right in front of you.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Another one flew by.
Okay, so I have some questions I want to ask. Are there any spirits present in this room? If there are, please cross the dowsing rods forward for yes and back for no. Are there any spirits present in this room? Okay, thank you. Can you please put the dowsing rods back to the center? Thank you. A little bit more on the right. Perfect. How many spirits do we have right now in this catacomb? If it's one, if it's more than one, please cross the rods forward for yes. Okay, it's more than one. Okay, can you please reset the dowsing rods to the center, please? Thank you. Keep them nice and still. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for allowing me to ask you questions today. And are there any spirits here that are not okay? In other words, you don't want us to be here today. If you don't want us to be here today, please cross the dowsing rods forward. And if you're okay with us being here, please cross the dowsing rods towards my back. Towards my shoulders, actually. If you're not okay with us being here, please cross the dowsing rods forward. Okay.
Looks like they're happy we're here.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, it's kind of undecided. Okay, let me ask you this way. If you're okay with us being here today, please cross the rods forward. Okay, thank you. Well, very nice, thank you. Can you reset them to the center, please? Thank you. Okay. Are there more than 3 spirits here in this catacombs? Yes, please cross the rods forward. If there's more than 2 spirits in this catacomb, please cross the rods forward. Awesome. More than 2. Okay. So, please reset the rods. Back to the center, please. Back. Hold it. Thank you. Melissa, would you like to ask some questions?
I heard something just over there, guys.
Is there a gentleman present down here? I very much feel your spirit wandering around here. Please cross the rods if there's a gentleman walking around down here. Thank you.
Can you reset the rods back to the center?
Did you own this brewery at one time? Please cross the rods if you've owned this brewery, if this was once yours.
If this wasn't your brewery, it is your brewery. Okay. Because we just got a little slow answer there is what that
Yeah.
was. Okay, please reset the rods back to the center, please. Okay, you have another question, Melissa?
Mhm. Are you happy that we're here? Please cross the rods if you're happy that we're here visiting. Thank you. Can you please straighten them?
All the way, please. A little bit more. You're almost there. Right there, right there. Perfect.
Is the young woman present down here as well? Please cross the rods if the young woman is down here who once owned this brewery. Stays in the restaurant area unless you're getting a very
Try to
slow
ask it again.
Okay. Since, okay, they
Okay,
can cross,
there you
yeah.
go. Okay, it just took a while.
It's funny because when I hold the dowsing rods, that's what happens to me. I
Yeah.
always get very slow responses. Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's see, what else can we ask? Now I'm gonna ask you to do something for me. Now, so right now, I'm gonna say it's safe to say that there's 3 spirits in this room, right, Melissa?
Mhm.
Okay,
Well,
So
I
we-
picked up on the gentleman and the young woman,
yeah,
so,
so at least 2 spirits?
yes.
Okay, oh, wow,
You got a
okay.
yes, yep.
Yep, okay, so I'm gonna ask a question, and if any one of you spirits could move these dowsing rods for me, I'm gonna ask you to cross the dowsing rods towards my shoulder, please. Anyone, any spirit in here, please cross the dowsing rods towards my shoulder. There you go. Keep going. Keep going.
This looks so good for filming.
Perfect. That's what I want. Thank you so much. I appreciate that response. Woo! That sounds like you're happy. Was that a clap? Can you move the right dowsing rod back to the center, please? Man, I can feel that crazy energy going through my body right now.
Really?
Yeah. Please cross the right dowsing rod forward. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, a big orb just flew in front too.
Okay. I didn't want to move it. Okay, that's all right. Okay. Joshua, do you have any questions you want to ask?
Yes, if Ani and Tefla are the girls, if you're down here, if you're up in the other room, are you down here with us right now? 2 of the daughters of Mr. Boobs, Booby, Ani and Tefla.
Cross it yes, forward for yes, please. And cross them back for no. Give us a no. If it's no, give us a no answer by crossing the rods towards my shoulder. If you just want to go halfway, that's okay.
Agoyas, are you here with us?
That's a no. Who?
Agoyas, I think it's the name of the Agoyas Booby is like the name of the founder, like basically bought
Okay.
this place.
Now we have a little confusion here. Okay. All right. So that was pretty good.
Cool. And there's another room we can also target if you guys want to.
What's that, another room?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
do an EVP session?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Well,
Yeah.
you got the recorder going. Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm going to go ahead and turn these off.
Yeah. I figured let's do
How'd
an
they work for you,
EVP
Rick?
session.
It's worked great, man. Okay, so So the spirits in this room, I have a special request.
I'm sitting actually from
And I just want to say thank you very much for helping us.
Yes, thank you for
Cooperating
having
and
us.
allowing us here in this catacomb.
Yep.
And thank you for allowing us to ask you questions. And just know we have good intentions. We don't mean anybody any disrespect or any harm, but we're just here for the purpose to communicate with you. And we're very thankful and gracious that that you're giving us this time to talk to you. And I do have a special favor to ask the spirits here. Any spirits in this room set off any of these devices? We got a REM pod over here with a nice red light.
the Paralight Avec.
We got the Paralight. We have a lantern here. So you can see it does that. If you could set that off like that, that would be cool. Let's see. We got where's the?
We got the tripwire here on the
We got the tripwire. What does it do when it set this off? Could you tell everybody what it does?
Yes, so what the tripwire does, it's the basically tripwire EMF from North Canton Paranormal Detectives. It's basically like a Christmas lights version of a K2 basically. So it has multiple levels all the way from red and goes all the way up to green. So basically these are all like EMF sensors that can light up basically at will. And you can see them basically along the floor here. We got them all strung here. They're basically this is a 36-foot cable tripwire. So basically this is any of these sensors that go off.
So when this goes off,
Just go off. It just
are they going to turn white? Like what do they do exactly? I mean,
They'll change color.
it will change. So right now it looks kind of like a purple color.
Yeah.
It's going to change a different color when it goes off.
Yes.
No, one did flash. One did flash. The one the one laying the closest to the chair did kind of flash.
That did
a
go
little bit.
off.
It did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these supposed to make noise when they go off?
No, they're just
Gonna flash.
Okay, they'll just flat.
You want to use your camera, Rick? Or you?
Oh no, go ahead.
Cool.
Is there any spirits that want to set off the tripwire? I mean, this would be great for us because it is the first time for us using it. So we would love it if you could help us out here and set that off. Or do you want to set off this lantern? Isn't that cool? And we have the Paralight. I don't know. Is that thing on?
Yeah, you just got to push it. The red button at the top, you can push the hold it in. You basically get like there's different modes.
Okay. Okay, see that? Okay, does any spirit want to play with that? Set that off? Get creative for us? Okay. Well, I guess we've got the dowsing rods pretty good there. I would say let's do an EVP session.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
And
Well,
the
not
good news,
EVP yet, but let's do the K2 meter.
I know an
see what
area
we're picking
that-
up.
I start. Yeah.
And then we'll do the spirit box.
Yeah.
okay. And I was going to say, Jerry sent me an area of a hotspot that he knows in the other room.
Oh, you got that? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
There's another room where he captured a full body apparition with the SLS camera in
you
the other
serious?
in the next room. Yes, over
Wow.
upstairs
Okay.
here. But
Right now I have, for YouTubers out there, anybody watching this video, this is called a K2 meter, okay? And what it does is it measures EMF, electromagnetic fields, and it's measured in milligauss. So right now you can see the light is in green. If I hit the button, they all kind of turn on to test to make sure everything's working. We're ideally looking for somewhere in the middle, or if we could go into the red.
yes.
So I'm gonna do is kind of go around the room here and see if I could get these to anything to get any high milligauss picking up.
And basically also, I like what to say is the tripwire is exactly what it is, just like the Paralight, and it's basically a K2 meter in basically Christmas light form. So we got multiple K2 meters tonight, and something that's here basically will pick up on it on the activity.
Okay. I'm gonna try by the stair. Can you follow me here a little bit?
Sure.
And I'm gonna see if I'm picking up anything by the stairs.
I will be. I am your camera guy.
I am not picking up anything here. Okay.
I'm gonna go down this side of the room.
So it doesn't look like I'm getting anything off the K2 meter. Okay, it doesn't look like we're getting any responses on the K2. It's pretty low. I think we could go to the spirit box section. So why don't you go ahead and cut?
Cut.
Okay, so we got our director of Phantom Detectives is using the gyroscope, and I don't know if you can see it revolving around from there. I'm gonna see if I can get the camera in a little bit closer. Okay, but can you see that? Yeah, that's good right there. You can leave it there. Do you see that that's spinning around? Would you explain to everybody what's it doing right now?
Yes, this is the Paradology's gyroscope invented by Jerome Jones. It's kind of like a rotating ghost style. What it does is basically on the right side of the lights, it'll lit up this way. It'll light up as yes or no on one of these two devices. And also, if a spirit wants to spell out a letter, it actually will light up. This is the side that'll light up this side. So this is the side that it will basically say yes or no, and this side will do light up letters.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, oh wow. Okay, listen you guys, I just saw 2 orbs fly by.
Did you?
I picked it up here. I got it on, I saw a couple orbs fly by.
Right there.
And right there, you know, we're getting that thing picked up. I'm not seeing the orb there, but a couple minutes ago, I just saw a couple orbs go by. It was really cool. So maybe that'll happen again. So Josh, you want to go ahead and see if we can get it to answer some yes or no questions there?
Absolutely. I'll go with this. Bube, are you here with us today? Would you like us to drink some wine with you or some beer? Could you serve us up a drink? If you're here, could you set something off with one of these devices in our room so we basically can have a sign of your presence?
Can you set the devices up on top of the bar? So for you viewers out there on YouTube or wherever you might be watching the video, we're actually, what are we up on the 3rd floor, 2nd floor?
I think we're on the 3rd floor.
3rd floor. We're on the 3rd floor. There's a bar up here that's fully loaded, but oh wow, I just saw an orb go by, you guys.
There's a lot of orbs in here.
Wow, that's crazy, yes. So, Melissa, is there anything that you're picking up in this room that, let me go ahead and back out of here.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, did you see that?
It just lit up like 4 or 5.
Yes, I saw that. It was like all different colors.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm feeling there's a lady and a gentleman both present in here.
Go ahead and look towards me if you could, to the camera, please.
So,
Thank you.
Is the madam in here? If the madam is in here, can you please set off a piece of our equipment? Even the lights on the floor. Wait,
What went off there, Josh?
I heard like a flicker, somebody flicker like a,
Oh, okay.
a bottle cap.
Okay.
Yeah, I did feel that they were hanging around near the bar. If you're
Whoa.
near the bar, oh, there we go.
They're liking these things.
Okay, so what's happening is this is what you call tripwire, and they start out in this kind of purple color that you could see that goes all the way down. It's really pretty cool. And when it goes off, it's doing like this one that's been active for a while. And you could see looking at our view, it looks more like a blue, but here on the monitor, on my camera monitor here, I'm picking up like a,
Whoa.
My goodness.
it just switched colors. Did you see that?
Yes.
Okay. But it actually now it's turning different colors, but it went from, it looked more like a purplish color than it, but it was actually really kind of blue. Now it's blinking on and off, so we are running the green LED lights. Dad, you just saw the 3. There's
The
3 of
Paralight
those
went off
lights
too.
that just went off. And that's the Paralight over there. And so I'm trying to see if, are there any spirits in this room that could set up the Paralight? It needs a little love and attention. Can you set that up,
Whoa,
please?
look.
I saw that, Joshua.
That was blinking over here again.
Yes.
It's like,
Okay, apparently it really likes setting off these lights, but it doesn't want to respond to,
spirit box.
in many cases, the spirits will choose what devices that they want to set off. And we have a REM pod lantern up there. Actually, yeah, there's 2 REM pod lanterns. And then we have another another REM pod device
Yeah.
type device
And
with
these-
colored
these
lights.
went off as well.
This just went off again.
So we're actually, Josh, is there any way you could change the pattern on that to see if it'll react more to a different pattern?
Sure.
Okay.
The paralight?
Yeah.
I can switch it to a different mode, so let's see what that does. There we go. All right, I'm gonna
Do you know, maybe try to set it on the floor, please,
Yes.
next to those lights.
Because it seems like both.
Yeah, set it right in here because the spot seems real hot.
Yes, yep, the paraway and the, yep.
I'm not touching it now, so.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's buzzing. Is that the noise it makes when it goes off
Yep.
sometimes?
Yep.
So now you can hear everybody that's getting a really good response. We're getting kind of a
Yes,
ringing noise, if you will.
that area is very active.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so I want to say that's where, I do feel the presence of a lady and a gentleman both in here. They're fairly, they're young. I wouldn't say, they seem to be maybe around 30s,
Whoa,
40.
whoa, look at that. Literally
Like-
5'7".
Yes, and I feel like they're agreeing, with what picking up on by this, equipment going off. And I'm wondering, I did feel that they were hanging around the bar, near the bar.
Okay,
amazing.
so that's really cool. So now, you guys that are watching this video, you may hear some background noise, and I believe that that's the ventilation system, the AC that's running here, feeding into the bar. It's making some sound. So
Whoa!
we just got a whole bunch of lights. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
We just got a whole bunch of lights that just went off.
This tripwire has been a huge addition to our
The
team.
tripwire is working really good up here.
Yes.
But like Joshua was saying, a whole bunch of them went up there. Our director's saying, what he's saying is right. Some rooms are going to go up, be more active, and other rooms and other
I think this was
things.
probably the most active room we've been in.
The paranologies, what do you call this again here?
Parallax gyroscope.
I would love to get some response from that, but
Seems like they're liking these two things better.
we've learned that you can't always have every device set up.
Every
if
toy.
You want to. Yeah, every toy. So it's kind of like if you have a room full of kids, and imagine, if you will, there's a big toy box and there's all these toys. Well, and you're going to have some kids that will not want to play with any of the toys, and some kids are going to want to pick certain toys to play with. So that's the way that I could equate it to you guys, that the spirits will decide what they want to play with. You can't tell them, what they're going to be doing. So that's great that we got a response there. I heard a beep. I heard a beep
It's a-
on
yeah,
the
the
on
paralight
the
going off.
on the paralight. Yeah, that's very cool. Okay.